This might be one of the coolest gaming keyboards I've had on my desk this year. This is the IQUNIX EV63 Ghost in the Shell Edition, specifically the Shell Core version. And at first glance, it looks like another expensive collaboration keyboard that's just basically designed to sit on a shelf and look cool. But underneath all this Ghost in the Shell styling, you've got a serious Hall Effect gaming board, equipped with 8,000 Hz polling, 16,000 Hz scanning, adjustable actuation, 0.01mm rapid trigger, and IQUNIX's HyperCore V3 firmware. So the big question is the EV63 actually worth the price point, or are we just paying for a Ghost in the Shell name? If you guys do like anything you see here, you can obviously find it down below in the description, along with any active coupon codes. But I've been putting this keyboard through the paces, everything from working, gaming, you name it. Let's go ahead and take a closer look. This is a collaboration between IQUNIX, KEYTOK, and Ghost in the Shell, and there's two versions available. You've got the Shell Core, which is the version that I have here today, and it's also available in Cyber Blue. Now, the Shell Core is definitely the more tactical looking version with this silver aluminum chassis, translucent accents, custom keycaps, and that really interesting cybernetic aesthetic. But this isn't just a cosmetic redesign. This is a 60% Hall Effect keyboard with 64 keys, and it's built specifically with competitive gaming in mind. Now let's go ahead and start with the obvious. This thing looks incredible. And honestly, I think IQUNIX did a much better job with this collaboration than simply throwing a logo onto an existing keyboard. The Shell Core uses a CNC machine aluminum case, and then you've got these translucent PC accent pieces running around the sides of the board. All the colors match beautifully. You have the Ghost in the Shell logo right here on the front and side, and then when you flip the keyboard over, you have that beautiful iconic Ghost in the Shell artwork, and this keyboard is a statement piece. Now, the combination of silver metal and the translucent greenish accents is what really sells the cybernetic look here. It's very reminiscent of the mechanical and cybernetic aesthetic that you get from Ghost in the Shell. Again, without looking like someone just slapped anime artwork all over a keyboard. And that's very important, because if you're spending $249 on a collaboration keyboard, I want the collaboration to actually feel integrated into the hardware, and I think IQUNIX nailed that. The Ghost in the Shell logo on the front side is done really well. The color matches the translucent keycaps almost perfectly, and the triangle in the center is reflective, and it just gives it more flair without overdoing it. And when you're looking at the translucent keycaps, you could really see the artwork and all the detail that goes into it, and it's just done really well. I like the legends that they went with on this board, and if you don't want to have all these translucent keycaps, IQUNIX also throws in a set of extra keycaps if you want to start to swap some of these keys out. The spacebar on this keyboard is probably one of my favorite details, as it's printed with the famous quote straight from Ghost in the Shell, and it reads, "All of that blends to create a mixture that forms me and gives rise to my conscience. At the same time, though, I feel continually confined within boundaries." It's not just a generic spacebar with a logo printed in the corner, it actually feels like it's a part of the overall design. It's a futuristic keyboard without being ridiculously flashy, and if you're someone out there building a cyberpunk themed setup, well, this is going to fit in ridiculously well. Build quality is another area where the EV63 makes a really strong first impression. This is not a lightweight plastic keyboard. IQUNIX lists this EV63 at just around 2.6 pounds, and you could absolutely feel the weight when you pick this thing up. It's a tank. The aluminum chassis gives the board a really substantial feel, and when it sits on your desk, it feels extremely planted. It's not going anywhere. There's also a 6-degree typing angle, and the keyboard uses an e-sport-oriented tray mount structure with multiple layers of internal dampening. You've got things like pour-on foam, PET sheets, and a PET bottom case pad, all working together to control the sound and feel of this board. And that's something that I appreciate, because this isn't just a keyboard that's engineered to hit impressive latency numbers, it also feels like a premium physical product. There's very little here that gives me the impression that IQUNIX cut corners to get this thing to come together. And at this price point, that's exactly what I want to see. Now let's talk about a part of the keyboard that you're going to be actually touching all day, and that's these keycaps. They're a PBT and PC keycap here, and they are a really important part of the visual identity here, because the RGB lighting actually works with the design rather than fighting against it. You see, with the RGB lighting off, the board looks extremely clean, but once you turn the lighting on, those translucent areas start glowing, and that's where the cyberpunk aesthetic really comes alive. As far as the switches go, the Ghost in the Shell edition uses KEYTOK Nova magnetic switches, and this is where the EV63 stops being primarily a collector's item and starts getting serious about gaming, because these are Hall Effect switches. That means the keyboard can detect the position of a switch rather than simply waiting for a traditional mechanical contact to register. That allows you to adjust things like your actuation and rapid trigger. The actuation range goes from 0.01 millimeters all the way up to 3.1 millimeters. That's a ridiculous amount of control. And for gaming, especially FPS games, that's where this keyboard becomes interesting. But here's something that I think gets overlooked with a lot of Hall Effect keyboards. Not everyone is buying these exclusively just to play competitive FPS games. I also spent a ton of time writing, editing, responding to emails, and just working on videos. And thankfully, the EV63 doesn't feel like some hyper-aggressive gaming keyboard that just becomes annoying the second you leave the game. The Nova switches have a relatively light feel, and the combination of the switches, mounting system, and internal dampening gives the keyboard a really controlled sound. It's not an extremely loud or hollow board. It's got a much more refined sound than I expected from a keyboard that is just so heavily focused on competitive gaming. And the stabilizers are also solid. The larger keys don't have that cheap, rattly sound that can ruin an otherwise premium keyboard. So for me, the EV63 works surprisingly well for both a gaming and everyday keyboard. Now let's get to the reason that most of you are probably going to be buying this keyboard, and that's gaming performance. The EV63 supports 8,000 Hz polling and a 16,000 Hz scanning, with IQUNIX advertising latency as low as 0.125 milliseconds. And more importantly, you've got rapid trigger down to 0.1 millimeters. Now I want to be realistic here. If you're expecting 0.1 millimeter setting to suddenly make you a radiant Valorant player, that's not happening. The difference between a good player and a bad player isn't going to come down to a keyboard shaving microscopic amounts of time off an input. But Hall Effect technology does give you something that's genuinely useful. Control over when the key activates and when it resets. And rapid trigger is especially useful for movement. Instead of waiting for the key to travel all the way back to a traditional reset point, the keyboard can react to the key moving back upward. That means you can make extremely quick directional changes. And IQUNIX takes this even further with features like SOCD 2.0, Rappy Snappy, Dynamic Keystroke, Mod Tap, and its competitive mode. For games like Valorant and Counter-Strike where movement precision matters, these features can actually make a difference. For most people, there's going to be a sweet spot where you find the responsiveness without sacrificing control, and that's one of the biggest advantages of this keyboard. You could tune it to your preferences. All of that customization happens through IQUNIX's web-based EV software, and thankfully, you don't need some massive desktop application running in the background just to configure your keyboard. You can adjust things like actuation, rapid trigger, remapping, RGB, profiles, and the various competitive functions. And there are also onboard profiles including custom, office, and esports. So you can have different configurations depending on what you're doing. And personally, I really like that because my gaming setup doesn't necessarily need to behave the same exact way my keyboard does when I'm editing a video. For gaming, I can have extremely aggressive rapid trigger settings. For normal work, I can make the actuation a little deeper so I'm not accidentally hitting keys while typing. That's the kind of flexibility that I want from a Hall Effect keyboard. There's a few more things that you need to consider before buying this keyboard. First off, this is a wired-only keyboard. There's no Bluetooth, there's no 2.4 GHz wireless mode. Personally, I understand why IQUNIX did this. If you're building a competitive gaming keyboard and you're chasing extremely low latency and consistent input, keeping this keyboard wired just makes sense here. But at the price point, I would have still liked the option. Second, the 60% layout isn't going to be for everybody. You've got 64 keys, so you're giving up your dedicated function row and navigation keys. Now, if you're already comfortable with compact keyboards, this won't be a problem for you. But if you're someone coming from a full-size or even a TKL keyboard, this is going to be a bit of an adjustment period. And finally, the biggest question here, $249 is a lot of money for a keyboard. The Ghost in the Shell branding is absolutely part of what you're paying for. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, but you need to know whether you actually value the collaboration, because there are cheaper Hall Effect keyboards out there that give you a lot of the same fundamental gaming features. So who should actually buy the EV63 Ghost in the Shell edition? Well, obviously, if you're a Ghost in the Shell fan, this is an easy recommendation. Because unlike a lot of licensed gaming accessories, this one doesn't feel like a normal keyboard with just a character printed on it. The actual hardware design is built around the aesthetic, and this is a gorgeous keyboard. If you're a competitive FPS player who happens to also love the franchise, even better for you. You're getting a legitimate Hall Effect gaming keyboard underneath all of this awesome branding. So after spending time with this Ghost in the Shell edition keyboard, I think IQUNIX accomplished something pretty difficult here. They managed to make a collector's piece that also works as a legitimate gaming keyboard. And I really love this shell core design. I mean, with the RGB lights on or off, this keyboard still shines. I really wish I had my hands on the cyber blue version because I can't even imagine what that one looks like. I'm really curious down below in the comments, if you were to pick up one of these boards, would you go with the shell core design or the cyber blue? If you do want to pick up one of these boards, like always, it'll be linked down below in the description with an active coupon code to save you guys some money off this pretty expensive price point. I'm really curious though what your opinion is on this keyboard overall and which colorway you would go with. If you guys are new to the channel, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button now. Smash the like button if I was able to help some of you guys out. And the $1 club is open today. If you guys want to show some extra support, you could join the membership for just $1. But that's it for me. Most importantly, you guys stay safe out there. I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.